Hello, my name is Omar Faruk Tekbilek. Today, I would like to talk to you about the dot and its importance because dot is the beginning of everything. Our initial movement is dot before all the letters come out. Dot repeats itself and becomes A, B, J, all the letters come out with the repetition of the dot. So, as a musician, I come to this experience in my life. God bless his soul, through my teacher Ismet Sıral. He used to tell me, you gotta do ah, always ah. So I said, there is a B, J, T, all the letters. He says, forget about all the letters. You gotta do better ah, another one, better one. So when I was a young, I ignored this though. But when I was around 50 years old, I tried to experience this. Why is repetition of that? So I was doing a ah in the air like this. Ah, then I don't like because it's crooked. Again, better one. So I do better one. I don't like. I do again, better one. And suddenly I realize when I was looking the next ah, when I don't like this one, I start the next one. I saw my mind. There is something suggesting me. Ah, do like this. And I, as soon as I become aware of this suggestion coming to my mind, do like this, and I just stopped, felt my hand, the, what's going on, and suddenly I see the distance between my thought and where my hand was it. Then it just moved by itself. Was a beautiful ah become. So then I realized, I said, what's going on? So my teacher wanted me to be aware of this initial movement. Initial movement is the key. Once we connect to the dot, dot is going to move as the life energy through everything. It's already happening. So in mystical tradition, they say the highest wisdom is to be aware of that the thing is already happening rather than thinking what's going on, I gotta do this, I gotta do this, putting the mind and analyzing through our limited experience, our limited accumulation suggests us to do. But actually, if we put our mind, as in yogi tradition, also the spiritual tradition, they emphasize put the mind aside. The heart is the one to understand because you cannot understand actually. You have to feel it. When we feel, then mind comes after. Oh, okay, this was my experience. But if you put our mind first, then our understanding is limited according to our capacity. So this connects us to the root, to do something that is already has the power to move because everything is moving. So then this dot becomes a. In the Arabic, they say dot become alif. After this realization, I told myself, you are a dot, look like alif. Because dot it repeats itself and becomes alif. So initial state, which in the beginning, the dot, all the possibility was in the dot and it exploded and wanted to become known, as in the spiritual tradition they say God was a hidden treasure. He wanted to be known, so he just exploded, then became all the possibility. Actually, in every atom, now the quantum theory says the same thing. Every atom is contains everything in the universe. In every cell, every atom, every dot contains the whole knowledge of the universe because it's coming from the source. It repeats itself in different, the cover is different, looks like all these things, but actually there is nothing. Shiva is nothing. It's not a thing. It is non-physical existence. With the vibration, it shows itself as a smell, as a particles, then becomes sound, then it moves, becomes X-ray, ultrasonic sound that we don't hear. They say the highest vibration is the human soul. So, but the highest vibration comes from the dot. So awareness of this dot opens up the path coming through our mind to the heart, the emotion. Our heart knows. Actually, there is no knowing because there is a feeling and understanding what is going on rather than knowing, because knowing applies to our knowledge. Knowing what? According to what I know, it comes together. Okay, I know this. No, actually, what we know is limited still because we compare to our experience. So, in a sense, it is not explainable. Whoever knows, they cannot say. Whoever say, they don't know. So this is what it talks about. So when we put our thought aside and come to the heart, we feel it, we are connected with the dot. Dot tells you what it is, and with the joy, you cannot even talk. You just smile with the happiness. In my previous videos, I talk about the paradiddles. There was a mystical understanding of it, which was like right, left, right, right. Second right is the silence. Left, right, left, silence. So this is, to me, is a dot, connecting back to the dot, silence. Put your mind aside. So in this way, I want to open the parentheses with the debate that philosophers and spiritual people, what they debate, don't think, because thinking is the another sense, just like the five sense. Ancient Egyptians, they considered thought as a sixth sense that we have. So, which means it is limited. Our thought, as our taste, our touching, according to our sensibility, it can be dull, it can be enhanced. It's up to us. Same thing, the thought too. It's what is the thought? Is all our experience in the life. So it is limited. So what they say is, don't think. It doesn't mean don't think at all. So put in order. Put the thing aside. First, surrender yourself and be empty. Feel it. Send it to the heart. Then think about it and put it at experience. But debate goes on because spiritual people, they neglect the thoughts. In the essence, actually, after you do this way, you open your heart, have the experience as a feeling, then you think, then you realize, oh, my thinking is limited. It doesn't explain. That's why they say, whoever knows, they cannot talk. Who talks, they don't know. So first we open the heart, experience the life as it is, then thought now comes, because they say they don't talk at all. They don't think at all. So what this means, things is valuable as our experience. They should add this, then they become the peace with the philosophers, because philosophers say, no, we have to think. Their handicap is thinking first. So thinking first is the wrong. So we have to look open, empty first, leave it open, this gate, send it to heart, then come back as an experience, analyze it. Okay, I got this. So the dot is this, opens the gate, you connect to the dot, which is all the prophets. And they say, I talk about this as a Sufi philosophy, which I learned from my father, God bless his soul, when I was very young. It helped me to find the peace in me, but also harmony around me. What they say is, whatever in the universe, all the birds, the trees, the mountains, all the vibrating things, and also all the prophets, from Adam, Abraham, Noah, Jesus, Moses, Muhammad, everything and everybody talks about the one and only Lord. He say, your intention is important. The message is the same. Message is there is the one and only Lord manifesting itself through this existence. So if you look, they all show here. If you look where they show instead of who is showing, because our debate is Moses is saying better, Muhammad is better, Isa better. No, same. The message is the same. Where you look your heart, we are connected with the source, then all the messengers disappears. We are the messengers. Everybody is in us. Jesus here, Moses is here, Muhammad is here, everybody is here. Since the beginning, whatever it is, this is like 4.5 million years of accumulation. is hidden in us. So the only way to dig it out to this source is connecting to the dot. That's why I very appreciate to being aware of this dot things through the paradiddle. Paradiddle is in every sense. When you do something, you do again, and this realization when you do one and connect to the dot. Relax. This. This is the easiest path goes to the dot. I hope you found this realization beneficial as much as I do, and hope to see you in next episode. Bye bye.